Hello everybody, Iain Robson, welcome back to an episode of County Line. Alright, so in the last episode I talked about planting some oilseed radish, which is kind of funny because you can plant it. I was looking at the harvest for whatever reason. I was like, oh, you need to plant it in fall, but you really don't. You can plant it basically all year long, as long as it's not frozen, basically. So, anyhow. Alright, so I got the G.Skill 620 here once again. And we're going to go ahead and do a little planting. Like I said, I'm going to try planting with the G.Skill with this planter to see how it works together. It almost seems like it's more appropriately sized, which is kind of interesting, so we shall see. As you can see, the grass has not been, or has not fully grown yet still. I probably could harvest it right now, honestly, but it doesn't seem like it's ready quite yet. So we're going to go ahead and plant this and go from there. As you can see, all of the other crops look ready, but they're not quite ready. So what I'll probably do is plant this and then see what needs doing after this. Basically, our cows need some more grass. It looks like I'm holding off feeding them grass until I have corn, basically. All right, let's get lined up here. And 14.9, 16. Let's unfold this guy first. So I believe this is 18 meters wide, if I had to guess. There we go. I thought it was 18, but maybe it's not. Let's double check. With 18.2, yeah, it totally is. Alright, let's adjust the width a little bit. Try and go for 18.1 right there. That's beautiful. And we got oilseed radish chosen already, and we don't want an offset, so we can take that off. There we go. Let's get lined up here. There we go. Turn this guy on, lower it down, and Bob's your uncle. Excellent. So like I said, I'm going to plant some oilseed radish here, and the idea behind the oilseed radish is that after planting it, you'll be able to cultivate it after, and then you'll be able to get one more stage of fertilization from that. So it's kind of a way of, I don't know. It's actually, in the end, it's more work than just fertilizing. Like right now, what I could do right now is just fertilize this, and this would be ready to go, basically. But because I rarely do the oilseed radish or the tillage radish, I'm gonna do this, see how it goes. I don't know. It's always kind of interesting to see how things work and how things play out. So, I don't know, it's one of those things where I just want to go ahead and do it because we don't really do this very often, so it'd be kind of interesting. Tillage radish. If you ever see tillage radish in real life, it's actually kind of crazy. Sometimes what they'll do is they'll let animals out into the field after tillage radish and let them eat some of the radishes up, and sometimes, I don't know how normal this is, but sometimes they'll do this, and then they will also just cultivate it after that. But tillage radish is kind of like I believe it would be considered a tuber, if memory serves. So what happens is basically it just digs, it's like a carrot in some cases. The tillage radish I'm thinking of specifically, at least, it's like a carrot and kind of grows downwards and then basically breaks up the hard pan down below. There we go. Make a turn here. Now someone said last time I should skip a row when planting, so here we go. We're going to skip a row this time, just to make the turn a little less tight, I guess. Just so we don't. So basically what happens is when you make the turn too tight, your back end will collide with the actual cedar itself. So then the turn becomes like you're like pushing this the cedar around all over the place, so that's why it becomes so bizarre in your turns, at least. So that combination doesn't look terrible together, actually. Not too bad at all. Also, this is because it's 18 meters wide, this is approximately the same size as the Bednar cultivator from the Big Bud pack. So this is about roughly the size we'd be dealing with when we get that in the future. So that'll be kind of nice as well. And I think, what do we plant? We planted field 10 in wheat, so I think what we'll do is we got beans in 33, and canola in 8. So I think what we'll do is we'll put barley in 33 and 10. We'll put beans in that one next year, and 8, I'm not sure yet. Something like that. That's what I'm thinking, at least. Something in that kind of neck of the woods in terms of like splitting up what we're going to be planting and whatnot. I don't know. It'd be cool if you could actually do a little bit. I could theoretically do a little bit of crop rotation, but I don't know. I tried to plant something different than last time. Alright, raise that up. Make the turn here. I'm going to skip a row. There's 2 rows in this case. There we go. Get lined up once again here. We're actually not using that much radish. Just based on what I'm seeing, it's like... I guess I could increase our speed. Don't know why it was going so slow there. Must have decreased it for some random reason. Anyways, yeah, it doesn't seem to be using a crazy amount of the radish yet, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see how much we end up with, but it seems like so far I haven't had that weird issue with the... the weight of the seeder itself in the tractor, so this may be the ticket right here, using this combination. I don't know. Something of this size, 18 meters wide. Would you use this kind of tractor? Maybe not this. I don't know. I don't know about if you'd use this style. Probably, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. You could. I don't know. I think it looks appropriate. It seems to like... in terms of size, at least, it seems to look nice. But I don't know if it actually is required or not. Technically, they think the seeder only needs 280 horsepower, so often it's not about the horsepower, people tell me. It's about the weight associated with the implement, so that's the reason why we're using this. Also, I should put another mod in my mods folder that I just totally forgot about. I got the... did you do it? I may have put it in there, but I didn't restart the game yet. So I put a new mod in there. I'll have to take a look at it next time there. But it's a storage facility. Alright. Lift that up, make the turn here. So here, because I'm making like a wider turn, it's not so rough on the equipment. There we go. That's the idea, at least. Excellent. As you can see, it doesn't take too long to actually plant this when you have the 18 meter wide seeder. Yeah, we got like what, 3 passes left? That's kind of funny. It's taken all of like what, 10 minutes so far, which is great. When you get the biggest seeders in here, when you get something like the Seed Hawk in here, it's just like bloop 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 done. But it's kind of funny, especially on some of the smaller fields. Like you try to use the big seeder on the smaller field, and like not gonna work on that one. So it is rather amusing to at least see it being attempted sometimes. So goodness. Of course, with the seeds mod, I think oilseed radish. What's the actual temperature needed? 5 degrees C. So we're way above that. So we're good to go on that field. I wasn't sure actually. I was like, maybe it's kind of higher, but given the fact that you can plant it like basically all year long in with the seasons mod, I was like, well, probably doesn't need that high of a temperature, to be honest with you. But this is a way of putting a cover crop in and kind of avoiding, in real life, putting a cover crop in like this basically would avoid erosion, and also helps to put some organic matter back in your field sometimes if you cultivate it under. It helps put some organic matter in, and like I mentioned before, it helps break up the hard pan, which is where some tractors going through it. Think of it this way: it's like you have a level of soil, then below the level of soil there's like a solid piece of the soil, and it doesn't do very well for like moisture and stuff like that. So I believe it tends to happen often with corn, if memory serves. I'm not an expert though. If you're an expert, leave a comment below with maybe doing a better job of explaining the hard pan than I did there. But I know about it, but I don't know how it all works together, at least. Alright, just finishing up the last couple passes here on this field. Looks like we might have... That was a little tiny bits to the edge there. I'm not too worried about it. Technically, if I were going to do something, I'd probably take that tree out. In real life, at least. just so it doesn't fall on the field, and just of course to make sure that when you're pulling the equipment beside it, you don't actually crash into it, which stuff that can happen sometimes too. So there we go. We got this pass right here and one back down. There's a little bit up there I missed as well, just because the way I have it set up at the moment. So as I mentioned before, I was skipping a pass and leaving a little bit of a headland at the north end of the field. I guess the south end of the field it would be, not the north end. So leaving a little bit of a headland there, so that's the reason why there's a little bit left still. But so far so good. I think this is like I said, I think this is the first time I've ever planted oilseed radish in this on a Let's Play. I think just yeah, I think it probably has, because it felt like there was no point before, but now with the seasons it kind of makes more sense to me, at least. In my mind, it makes more sense. Alright. Let's take out the last little bit here. And I think that's almost everything. I think we just have a little bit at the top here. Yeah. Just a little bit. And we'll do a bit of a U-turn here, which is terrible, but we're going to do it. There we go. And we'll go a little bit wide this time, so then when we turn them back around, we'll be okay. There we go. Last little bits. Let's see how much we miss of this. Ooh, not actually. None. Well, there was a little tiny bit there, but it was like a little smidgen. So, there we go. Barely even used 10% on this field. That's kind of crazy. So this is the why. I guess this is the reason why it's kind of like helpful to. Not helpful, but doesn't. It's kind of cost effective to do this sometimes, because this is, I imagine, 10% worth of seed for oilseed radish is probably cheaper than. I imagine, at least, like I said, cheaper than fertilizing. So it's about this. Time-wise, it's probably. In terms of time, it would be a bit worse, because what you're doing is you're seeding and then you have to cultivate after. So I guess in terms of time, you're probably using more time up. But in terms of actual money-wise, it's probably, well, maybe it wouldn't. I don't know, because you have to consider the fuel cost too, because you're coming through the field twice as opposed to once. So I don't know. Maybe it isn't worth it. I don't really care. I'm gonna go for it anyways. I guess probably would be better if you were to direct seed, would probably be better. Like instead of like if I had, let's say, put down, let's say after I harvested, and I didn't drop a straw, I just chaffed all the straw, and then direct seeded over it with oilseed radish, that would probably be worth it. Really? Just that little tiny bit there? Because there is a mod out there that will allow you to direct seed into chopped straw, and then you can get the fertilization bonus associated with it. There we go. Good. Let's fold this guy up here. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of like it with this bigger tractor. It felt a bit more right, I guess is the way I want to say it there. There we go. Let's take it back to the main farm here. I guess we can go this way because the road's right there. Try not to take out the stop sign there. Yeah, we're good. Excellent. So yeah, if you used a direct seeder with chopped straw, for example, let's say you had chopped straw dropped, direct seeded down with a fertilizer at the same time, that would be 2 stages. And if you're seeding oilseed radish, once you cultivate in the next year, it would be 3 stages. Yeah. That's with the direct seeder. So this isn't a direct seeder, this is why it's not as efficient. But with a direct seeder, it would probably be more efficient, I imagine. Excellent. This is very good. There you go. Didn't take too long at all. I think what we'll do next is, I think we'll progress time and see what's up. There we go. I'll have to move that fertilizer spreader soon too. And come back over here. Yeah, we use like exactly 10%. That's hilarious. I thought it was going to be a bit more than that, but apparently not. Alright, let's put this back in the shed for the time being, keep it out of the way. And let's see if we can do this here. It's actually not too bad with the articulated ones sometimes. As long as you don't clip the side. Oh, there we go, we're good. And right back in the corner here. Perfect. Oops, that was a little bit too far back in the corner. Excellent. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna progress time here and see what happens. Let's go to 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock, sorry. And then we'll see if there's any crops ready. Autumn. Okay. Leaves are getting brown. It's becoming colder. Autumn has arrived. Make sure to harvest your crops. Noted. 6 a.m. and dark. Huh. That's bizarre. Let's give it a little bit of... There we go. That's better. Things are taking time to progress. Alright, so we have no corn or no grass left. Silage, we need to give some more silage and straw. Let's check our fields. I don't know. I don't think they're ready. Oh no, 8's ready actually. 8's ready and 33 is not. Wow, corn takes a long time. Oh, so is 10. Actually, 10's ready as well. So these two are ready, but corn is not ready quite yet. So we could do that. Let's take care of our cows first here. Let's set this guy on his way real quick. Do a little bit of that, and let's hop into our TMR tractor here. Give it a second to warm up here. Grab a quick sip of water while we're waiting. There we go. That's funny. One of the things I like the most about this tractor is the turning circle. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, after using like using it a little bit, just with course play it doesn't work so well, but using it manually works really well. I find the turn circle is pretty darn good for this. Where is it all going here? Animals, 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 animals. Yes, those going up. That's going up. This is good. We need to give them some straw and corn and grass because their productivity is going to go down if we don't give them some soon. And they have water now too. Excellent. Let's do a little U-turn here. There we go. Like I said, I love the turning circle on this tractor. It makes my life a lot easier. We could probably put another hay in there, I think. And whoops, we want this one here. Yes. Stop that. Detach. Nope. It's not what I wanted to detach. There we go. That's that water course I talked about in one of the previous episodes. Pretty convenient, if you ask me. So the cows needed some straw. Let's give them a little bit of straw first. I don't know what my phone's telling me to do now, but it's something. Let's grab a couple bales right here, if we can. Are they right beside each other? Yeah, they are. Actually, might be easier to grab the ones that are on the bottom there. There we go. And let's feed our cows a little bit. Not feed our cows, but give our cows a little bit of straw here. And then need to give them a little bit of... Oh, they only needed one bale apparently. Alright, fine. Only accept the one bale. Sheesh. Put this bale back. I could put it in the TMR mixer, but I have a sneaky suspicion if I did that, we would have too much straw. Put that back down there. There we go. And let's grab one hay bale from over here. I think we have some hay that is on the edge here. Not facing the right direction, mind you. But if push comes to shove, I'm pretty sure I can grab one of these bales. Where's my forks? There we go. Let's grab that one right there. Nope, not quite there yet. There we go. It's funny, you can actually pierce them from the side. Like in real life you wouldn't normally do this, but... well, I mean, maybe you would, in a pinch. Like if you're feeding it to the cattle and you're just going to tear it up anyways, you probably don't care. It just depends. Like I'm putting it into like a... something that would crush the bale, so... There we go. And... the cool thing about the setup that I have over here is... if we come over here to our silage conveyor belt, we can just put it underneath here. And I wasn't sure if it was going to work originally, but as you can see, it works, which is nice. But we're going to have to move that conveyor belt because it's not aligned anymore at all. There we go. It's like Austin Powers. No, what happened there? Well, how did I pick up that? Oh, that's annoying. That is annoying. Alright, we'll do it this way then. Let's extend this out all the way. And just unload that there. There we go. There we go. That was annoying. A little tiny bit of chaff from somewhere. Look at that. Just little tiny little bits there. It's probably going to stay there forever now. And that's why I like this conveyor belt system. You just stick it underneath here. And if you have especially if you have like a bunker like this, it's nice. It makes it for a nice little setup. To top off your TMR mixer. I don't know, I always keep it full for whatever reason. It's not always necessary, but just a habit. Because I basically have the tractors running and going already, so that's the reason why it's kind of nice to have it. Yeah, we should be okay. Let's go ahead and turn this off. And turn this one off. Yeah, they're both off. Okay. There we go, still forage, or TMR I should say. Excellent. Let's put this back over here. I don't know, this is how I've been storing it. I don't know if you'd really want to store TMR in the trailer itself, but this is how I've been doing it so far. Alright, and park it in here. Excellent. And let's check out the grass field real quick here, and that'll be the last order of business. And it looks like next episode we'll come back and be doing a, let's say, canola harvest, I think we'll start off with. Yep, this grass field's also ready as well. It's fully mature. It's got the little flowers in it, so we can probably cut that down and either make it into silage bales, or we could either make it into silage bales, or we could make it into hay. But I think honestly we have enough hay. Let's see here. The lights are on for this. Yeah, we got, wow, we really have like 3 stacks of hay over here already? Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3 of these, 4 actually. Then we got, yeah, we got enough hay. We are good in hay. Straw, we still got 3 stacks. Okay, we're good there. So this is all, this is first cut this year, and that is, what was that, first or second cut? I think it's first cut last year, so there you go. Awesome, sweet. Alright, we'll come back next episode, and we'll do a little bit of canola harvesting. Alright folks, that's it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Iain Robson. If you enjoy, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more County Line. Catch you guys later.